next snack and food reviews, where life is too short to be serious. Now, I've been doing this for 2 years. Not a lot of companies seem to have, want to reach out to me, and it makes me kind of sad. I really would like to just be able to collaborate with these big companies and say, hey, here's their product, you should try it. Here's their product, here's what it's like. And I just find it just so sad that, they don't send me anything and they don't inquire with me. I don't try and reach out to them too much. I don't want to sound like greedy by any means, but I have on a couple occasions because I was desperate to get the product that was, coming out. Well, my first ever collaboration with a company, and I'm excited to give a review. I'm excited to shout them out and tell you all about them. They sent me 7 different flavors. Yep, 7 different flavors of beef jerky. And that's not all they got. They got more. I don't believe any... Is this the regular one? No. I don't believe any of them are the regular flavor, which is fine with me. We all know what normal beef jerky tastes like. And I think the guys at this company, they wanted to showcase something unique to me and what their unique flavors are, rather than just throw a, simple package of the normal flavors that everyone else does. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to kind of change it up for you guys. I don't want to be too long on this, but we do have to roll through 7 different products. So it is what it is. He did tell me, and I'll say in my Instagram. So before we, get into the details, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack and Food. But he did tell me to kind of direct y'all where to go. I'll put it in my description, and I'll throw it in my Instagram, since Instagram I feel like it's the big target here as well. But hopefully this gets a lot of views. Instagram gets a lot of likes. It is tougher for my posts on smaller brands for sure. So we're just going to have to work through it. Hopefully things go well. But I have high expectations for this stuff. They were very nice, very cordial, and they gave me everything I needed to be able to do this stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these that I think looks good. Like, they all look good. And I'm going to pose with it for the thumbnail. And I'm also going to hold up their big logo sticker that they gave me. I don't want my hand to show up too much, so. Alright, so now I was able to hold that package of jerky without gripping it really hard and without it slipping out of my hand. But yeah, we got 7 flavors of beef jerky. I'll go ahead and tell y'all how y'all can, reach out to this company. So it's Jeff's, Jeffs, famousjerky.com. That's where you can buy this stuff, so let's get a good look at that. I got like 4 of those car decals. I might put it on a pickup truck just for the heck of it. And then he's got a contact card. This is the sales manager. I think this might have been the one that reached out to me. I can't. But yes, this was Gary. Gary reached out to me. I got his number on here. Got his email. His favorite flavor is Cranberry Jalapeno. Gary, if you're watching this, I was actually intrigued. I was looking at your flavors and I was like, I'm not going to be a picker or a chooser here because, you're sending this stuff. And I was like, I kind of was intrigued by some of these flavors. And y'all actually, I don't really remember which ones I was most intrigued by, but y'all did send that Cranberry Jalapeno, which did catch my eye. And I see that's your favorite flavor, so definitely going to, keep that in mind for sure. But here's his card. I hope that's okay that I'm showing that to the public. I'm sure it is. I mean, it's a business card. So if y'all want to make any inquiries, any questions, it's all right there. I just gave you the information, so we ran through that. All right, so 7 things of beef jerky. I think we're going to I'm gonna go with the most basic one here, one that, you know, might please everyone, and that is the black pepper and sea salt. And it's a mildly spicy flavor. So there's a good look at that. I don't think I'm gonna really show off a lot of these pieces of jerky. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, push them to the camera. There is the Carolina pepper, looks like it's an extra red color. Of course, it's gonna be super spicy. I can guarantee you that. I'm probably gonna save that for last. Save the really spicy ones for last for sure. Because again, I like spicy, but then you know, I don't want to be sitting here dying. So get through the less spicy flavors, and then, you know. So this is the black pepper and sea salt. It's definitely got a nice sweet flavor to it. I like the tender, chewy texture. And then it's got a little, I don't taste quite as much salt and pepper as I might like to, but I still got, you know, half a piece to try. I think this is, you know, a very good, enjoyable flavor for sure. Yeah, I think there's a good balance from that last bite. A good balance of pepper, a good balance of salt. Not overly spicy. Got some sweet flavor. I'm really intrigued to see how different this teriyaki is. You can really taste, I guess, the soy and the special sweetness of that. So are we going to get into that yet? I'm thinking so. But for that, I'm going to give it an 8. I think it's really good. But I think there's higher potential with these other flavors, especially with Gary saying that Cranberry Jalapeno was his favorite. So, yeah, let's do the teriyaki next. Just so we're, you know, staying out of the spices zone. So this is gluten-free. The last one didn't say gluten-free. No, it did not. So that's interesting. I'm intrigued to see, you know, how that is. But it does contain soy, obviously. Teriyaki is soy-based. Just, you know, got some sweetness to it as compared to soy sauce. So there's a look at that. Let's go ahead and open it. There we go. That was the quick opening I wanted. I smell it. Oh, this one's, look at that. That piece of meat just dangling so nicely. I like this. That instantly has a different texture. It's a lot, you know, softer. It's very tender. The flavor's definitely different. So it's different than your ordinary beef jerky. I like it a lot. I don't think it kind of parallels to teriyaki as I might like it to as much, but this is a very enjoyable flavor, very easy to eat, and I think I just like it slightly more than the salt and pepper. I can't really explain. I mean, I guess because it's got a different texture. It kind of reminds me of just taking legit, you know, steak or something, put it in my mouth. That's really enjoyable. Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think we could go even higher. I think we're going to get even better as we go on. So now we got sweet and spicy, gluten-free. It's a medium hot, so we're starting to get a little bit of a kick here for sure. But here we go with the sweet and spicy. I don't know what to expect with this, but I'm very intrigued. So. Okay. It's got a really interesting savory blend of flavor in there. It dominates the sweetness just a bit, but you do get that hint of sweetness for sure. And then, as I'm talking, the heat kind of does ramp up beyond, you know, eating the product, which I think is pretty cool. I think it definitely has all the flavor packed in there. I would probably put it on the level of teriyaki. I think it's a really good flavor. And, I need a little bit more for sure, just to get a firm opinion. Yeah, I get a lot more sweetness there, but then again, the heat ramps up once it goes down. So, I think it's a very enjoyable flavor. I think I'm going to put it on the level of the teriyaki, 8.5. I just wish that kind of like the spicy was like right there with the sweetness, kind of like, you know, going at it together, kind of like, you know, battling. But sweet then spicy, kind of like sweet or sour then sweet and gone. With Sour Patch Kids, that's sweet. I would say sweet, gone, then spicy. That's my opinion on that. So, we got 4 more flavors to roll through. Doing my best to get through them all. This is a special edition series, so I guess there's other flavors. Ooh, the heat index. This is a 4. Do I really want to get this? You know, I think I'm going to save the cranberry jalapeno for last. I think that's going to be a rewarding flavor. Yeah, so this is Pacific Red Hot Chili Pepper. We've got some other spicy flavors, so just be warned here. If I start choking up, I don't have a water on me or anything, so I'll be running out of here when the video ends. That's for sure.
A little water, just in case.
All right, so Pacific Red Hot Chili Pepper. It's a big piece of jerky right there. Probably all I'll eat out of this bag. Okay. So far, I just taste normal. Well, it's the heat kind of forms at the end again. You get this normal tasting jerky, and the heat kind of ramps up at the end. I still don't see this as a 4 out of 5 for heat. I think it's good. But I don't know. I think it definitely has that chili flavor to it. Not like a sweet chili by any means. But it does have, you can taste like the aspects of a chili with the heat and the flavor. And I think it wraps up really nicely. I don't know. I think, again, I wish the heat was right there with it. It does ramp up in the end, and it is spicier than the sweet and spicy, without a doubt. But I wouldn't call it 4 out of 5 for heat. Maybe a 3.5 out of 5. I don't know. I think that's on level with the OG. I was thinking about ranking it lower, but I think it's pretty good. So I'll give it a 7.5. I am thirsty though.
The water's right there.
All right. So,
Thanks, Mom.
all right. So,
I want to say thank you.
so the next one we got 3 left, is Habanero Heat Wave. And it doesn't have on a scale. See, they have a scale here, but this says hot and spicy. So I expect it to be at least similar, if not spicier, than the Pacific Hot Chili Pepper. So let's go ahead and try this out. I still have lingering heat from the chili pepper, so we'll see. All right, and you can see the little chilies. Or maybe I need to show you the bag again. You can see the little chilies. It's kind of like those pepper flakes that you put on pasta. So I'm very intrigued. Okay. So the first thing to notice is this is a completely different texture than everything else I've had. It's a nice dry piece of meat. Kind of gives off that, you know, Western vibe here, that heat vibe. It's kind of like a heat wave, you know. You left a piece of meat out in the sun, you know. This is what will happen. It'll dry up. So I like it. It's nice. It's not overly crunchy, but it does have a good crunch to it. As for the heat, I would say, again, kind of similar to that red hot chili pepper. It's a very enjoyable flavor. And it's got its own unique things. This might be my favorite so far. Just because I'm not used to having jerky that's kind of got like the texture of bacon. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like, it's the texture of bacon. So, yeah. I think that does a good job. I really like the flavor there. Sweet, savory, and spicy. Similar to the Pacific Red Hot Chili Pepper, but that texture just drives it home. I was saying how much I love that soft, tender texture of the teriyaki, but I just find so much pleasure in eating that one that it gets, what do I even want to give it? I'm going to say a 9. Just because I'm waiting on that cranberry jalapeno because of how unique it is. I just wish, again, that the heat didn't come for you after the fact. I wish it was kind of blended in there. But, again, everything has been good so far. It's been very enjoyable. This has been a good company. And I'm grateful for everything that they sent me. Alright, so let me just show this one off. This one's scary. Caution. Extreme heat. Carolina pepper. This is just preparing me for, you know, my next Pocky One Chip Challenge that I'm about to do when I find the newest Pocky One Chip. So, I can open it, and there we go. Let's go ahead and try this out. Oh man, that's a big piece. You know I'm a bit nervous here, right? So I don't want to eat such a big piece, you know. I might be forced to. Here we go. This ain't so big. If I die, I die. Okay. Once again, a little bit different of a texture than everything else. It's kind of like a hybrid between very chewy and a bit dry, but not overly dry. The heat hits you as you're eating it. So I like that that's there, that it's not after the fact. It is an extremely spicy thing. Even though I'm talking through it, I am burning up in here. So it is the spiciest one we've had today. There's no lies about it. I've had some Carolina pepper, ghost peppers, or nonsense with the spiciest peppers in the world, and they've led me on. But this right here just continues to build up. I say they did a great job on that. I might not prefer the texture, to be honest, but the flavor's just right. They did everything right. It is kind of killing me. I may not be portraying that I'm dying from that, but they did a fantastic job. For me, I'm gonna give it an 8, just because the texture was a little off for me. And I just, I don't prefer to get my throat and taste buds ripped apart by the heat. But I tried it, so I might have to, if I eat the rest of the bag, I might have to start dipping it in some ranch. Y'all ever tried that? I've never tried it, but that sounds good. Beef jerky dipped in ranch. I mean, they do, what's that stuff? They do prime rib with horseradish, so. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting this one open. Oh, no. Well, I might have to get the scissors. Oh, no, we got it. The last flavor. Cranberry Jalapeno. My taste buds still rocking from the Carolina pepper. So let's go ahead and try the cranberry jalapeno. Yeah, that's really good. It's got the standard texture of beef jerky. There's nothing oddly different about it. It's not more dry. It's not more moist. It's not softer. It's right there with your normal consistency. And then it's got that nice fruity cranberry flavor. Got a little bit of heat. Very savory. And quite possibly very addicting. I am still a little bothered by the Carolina pepper flavor, but this absolutely works, and it works to perfection. So Gary, I agree. This is my favorite as well. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a good flavor. So that's my review. Took a while to get through it. I apologize. I also apologize for all the background noises. So, I just don't know why that has to, happen. But, things happen, and when you're at home, you're at home. So, eventually I have my own place, so we won't ever have these distractions, at least. Unless I ask for distractions. But anyway, that's my review. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, Mom. I hope you enjoy it. And I will see y'all around.